All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my buddy Jebby's first playthrough of Space Marines.
Yeah, hey, this is my first time playing it. I mean, that wouldn't exactly be truthful. We might have played
Yeah,
this game a little bit, test it out, see how that would go. But
but then all of the footage was like blurry, so had to switch up equipment, and now it's not as bad.
and
We
it's beginning flounders. But
yeah, let's just skip all this.
yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say the lore is gonna have to suffer for that.
I mean, we didn't even care about the lore the first time. The lore is a bunch of green dudes have pulled up on a plan to throw hands. Humanity's getting absolutely dunked on.
If they have the aim I do, definitely getting destroyed.
Like, yeah. So now these big dudes in blue armor that are like Giga Chads have pulled up to kill Shrek and Little Shrek.
You're kind of spoiling the story, TBH.
I mean, what does it matter? Like, we're just here to watch you like suck and die and make fun of you for it.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how to reload.
Have you tried the X button?
Actually, it doesn't work with my light attack. That's why it keeps confusing me.
Okay, well, that's all I got. You have to figure it out on your own. Nice chart though.
I'm
Ooh.
just gonna kill these fellas.
Oh,
Oh, my bad, brother.
hello. uh,
Oops.
that was weird.
I literally
Dude,
just
start
walked out
floating.
of.
And whoa. Ooh, woo. What is that?
He's got a Zuka. Does he?
Bruh.
Oh no, it's just a fucking.
Bruh. Unloads into the dude when there's a giant exploding thing next to him. Like, shoot here.
I'm nearsighted.
Bro, we need to get these man some goggles.
You kind of make me sad.
Yeah. How sad.
I don't want to talk about it, Gavin.
You want belly rub?
No, I don't.
Well, you're gonna get them either way.
Dude, you're kind of freaking me out like these orcs.
I am an orc, dude. I'm just wild. I just be getting all over the place.
They kind of remind me of my dad.
Your dad's an orc, strolling around in his own filth.
Yeah, but he's got something different from the rest of them.
Oh, and what's that? Yeah? Heard? Okay.
It's Woodwee him. Look at him, daddy.
Dude, that's how I want to be.
He kind of reminds me of the the dude from the one Borderlands 2 DLC with Mr. Torque's Campaign of Carnage. Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what you're talking about, but that is something we can find out later on in another playthrough.
You haven't heard?
No, I've only barely played into Borderlands 1 and 2. Like, I've actually never gotten past, like, have to unlock, like, the cars in those games.
That's insane.
Yeah. I got a lot to catch up on. And that's for 1 and 2. I've never played any others.
So, some Jebby lore is I have the world's biggest Halo Reach collection, sitting at like I think 26 copies right now. And one of the games that holds almost as much love to me as Halo Reach is Borderlands 2. Man, I dumped hours into that game, like whole summers.
Really?
Yeah. Like anytime, like especially since I couldn't play Halo online,
Oh,
like I just didn't have internet. I would play Borderlands 2 single player all the time. And I got the Game of the Year edition, and one of the big DLCs, like one of the 4, is Torg's Campaign of Carnage.
uh-huh.
And it's just this big, roided man. And his gun company makes guns that shoot bullets that explode, missiles.
Okay, good.
Very America-esque. And it's just a whole thing about him just having a contest about who is the biggest badass.
But it's gotta be him. I mean, especially if he's like this orc dude here. Orcs are the best, let's be honest.
You would think.
Besides Necrons. Necrons, which are undead robot dudes, which I'd say orcs and them come tie with, like, right behind them are like the elves because they're cool and they're like Jedi or Sith, depending on which one you want. And then after that, you got your Tau, which are great because they got sick, like, Gundams and all kinds of energy weapons, which I greatly enjoy.
Tau women are so hot too.
Um,
Oh
Sir?
my god.
Sir? Why are you
Commander
taking...
Shadow Sun? You kidding me?
I want y'all to know that, like, while he's saying this, he's playing and taking his pants off while talking about Tau women. I am frightened for my life. Please send help. Thank you.
It's nothing he hasn't seen before. Especially I'm talking about sexy Xeno women. Like, no way.
Dude, honestly, like, they gotta quit making aliens so bad.
I'm just saying, like, we gotta play Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Gavin, we would
Okay.
bathe in a Mass Effect playthrough.
Honestly, I do agree with you. Mass Effect is up there of, like, some of my favorite storytelling games. One of my favorite games of all time is, like, this dog water game that's not even good called Overlord. It's bad. It's really bad, but it is my favorite game probably of all time. 1 and 2. They're really bad. They're not good at all. But for whatever reason, I really enjoy them, and I've, like, sunk, I don't even know how many hours into those games. Like, oh my god. I played those games way too much when I was younger.
I've always really wanted to play Overlord. I always watched YouTube videos of it growing up, but I don't know.
We could play it on here. I just want you to know they're not good. They're clunky as all hell. But, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I was a super, like, edgy kid. I mean, I'm still edgy. But, like, I think it was just, like, being able to, like, pretty much just be Sauron was, like, a power fantasy for me as a kid. I won't even lie. I think that's also why I love orcs so much, too. Like, orcs and goblins. Because, I mean, Lord of the Rings. Seeing Sauron really did something to me as a child. Oh, thank you. That was some nice air out in the face. From that cough. Kind of cooling me down.
Lord of the Rings. I like it. I like Lord of the Rings a lot.
Yeah?
You want to talk about Rings of Power?
Then I'd rather not.
I still haven't watched it yet.
Though, my brother for the first time watched all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Really?
Yeah, just here, like, I think over the summer it was, or maybe even earlier this year, towards like May or February. He watched them for the first time, and he never understood like all the hype around them until like he watched them and immediately was getting super hyped about them.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, right?
Like, did he watch the original trilogy first? Has he seen The Hobbit yet?
That's a good question. I think he's seen maybe some of The Hobbit, but yeah, we watched like all the extended editions of The Lord of the Rings.
It's so good.
All the kids just getting off the school bus, Jebby hanging out around the corner. They're FBI agents.
Would we here to grade you guys papers?
But yeah, so like afterwards, he just started downloading a bunch of like mods on like some of like his medieval games, and I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know, man. Whenever I watch Lord of the Rings, I gotta take like an entire day to watch all of them.
Yeah, I mean it's like watching Star Wars Episode 1 through 6, or even the Harry Potter movies, which I think there's like what 7 of those, right? Because I think
including or excluding the Wonderful Beast or the Fantastic Beast.
Just Harry Potter and like in the title.
I got no idea. I want to say 6. It's either 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 6 or 7.
It might be 7 because there was a 2-part, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking there's 7. But it could be that is the 6th one, the second part of that. But, And so seeing these guardsmen here, I think guardsmen are really cool. Don't get me wrong. Or I guess they're Astra Militarum now or something like that.
I mean, these guys are holding up pretty well compared to what those orcs just ran into them.
Yeah, but like orcs, blood axes? Well, they're like guardsmen orcs.
+2 to charge. +2 to charge.
Okay, let's not get into rules right now, especially since they're going to 10th edition. Like.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
10th edition, yes.
I can't believe we're already going to 10th edition. I felt like we spent no time in 9th edition.
Yeah. I mean, that was like 3 years, maybe, with 9th? But I mean, I started back in like 6th edition, so like orcs could have looted wagons, which were Imperial Guard tanks that you could just use in your army, which was super cool. But then they got rid of that, and I think it's super lame because I loved playing shooty orcs, and now that's like not, you can't really do that because they've made it super like melee heavy. Which yeah, sure, they're orcs, they want to charge people. But I just think it's super fun, just like dumping a lot of like crappy shots into something. But whenever they do hit, oh my god, they hit like a train.
How many shooters can you bring now?
I mean, you can pretty much just like turn all of your orcs into shooter orcs, but like again, it's not really good because they don't have any AP. Which is like
Okay.
armor piercing, which is like makes it harder for like people to
Save.
save like whenever they're getting shot at, like not take any damage by what we mean by saving. And here's this Chad just chilling up here.
Good old fella.
Like, okay, I like Space
Was this a
Marines.
sniper?
Nah,
No.
even
God.
better.
If the horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Wait till you get the hammer though. That's probably my favorite weapon in this game. Just bonking people.
Hello.
I'll be honest, these orcs would totally just kill these Space Marines from, you know.
Nah, brother. You forget Space Marines have plot armor.
That's what I hate the most is plot armor and like
Right, just
Warhammer.
genuine plot armor.
Because like Eldar are like crazy strong and just get dunked on because the writers hate them, and that's really about it.
Well, I'm glad.
And then
'cause
of
I
course
don't
orcs
like
can't
the
win
elf
because if
boys.
orcs win, then you know people just die and there's no story. So that's why I like Necrons, is because at least if they win, they'll sometimes just you know roll over humans or whoever they won against. I think even like Eldar, they'll roll over just because they're like they can either be crazy killers or just like kind of chill dudes that are like, all right, I'm in charge now, deal with it.
Well, I mean, orcs will roll over people. They keep slaves.
Yeah,
There's
but
an entire book about it. That's pretty good.
yeah, but I mean that's different.
Hey, speaking of which,
Oh, you're looking at the little fly thing, plane.
I
crap.
thought it was a Gargant walking through the landscape.
Oh no, it's not. It would be super dope if it was though.
Surprised not.
But I mean, at that point, the orcs would just like win because it's 3 Space Marines that would just get a. But then they'd probably write in some stupid plot device
I've
of like.
never stopped the Space Marines.
Yeah, that's what I'm
before.
saying. They would just write some stupid plot device of the Space Marines like,
Look at them.
you know, dry hump the thing's leg and it like goes, oh no.
I mean, dude, they do it all the
Ooh.
time. Like even Trazyn, plot armored his way into taking down a Mecha Gargant.
Yeah, but again, he's a Necron, so he's a really cool dude, and they have like.
He had extremely limited forces though. And
Yeah, but they still
Divine.
have better technology out of everyone else in the setting. They literally could take over, like, just kill everyone, but they don't because they're too busy squabbling amongst themselves.
Yikes.
That's why the Silent King is, like, such a cool dude, because he's just like, yeah, I'm the best out of everyone, because he is. He's literally, like, it says in the lore, like, he's perfect with his metal skin in every way possible, but it's just there's so much space to cover, and he's also dealing with like the biggest threat out there, which is giant bugs that eat everything, and so because he's so busy dealing with them, he can't really, I guess, unite all the Necrons, but on his way through people, he's slowly uniting the Necrons again.
Is he even active in the current setting though? I don't think I've heard any current stories about.
I mean,
what
right
he's
now
doing.
he's like, I think in the setting right now he's dealing with a giant like bug swarm with his forces, and that was the last we heard of him. Was he was dealing with that.
Was it
So hopefully here in 10th edition with like all the new update stuff of like, you know, the Tyranids like won against the orcs and have gotten super strong. Hopefully he'll show up again and be like, time to absolutely dunk on these dumb buggies.
Yeah, that's what it is that makes me really sad, is because that battle I've thought about for like the longest time.
Orcs should have won against the Tyranids, just
Because
saying.
that was the same one that the Inquisitor like directed the Tyranids into the planet, right?
Yeah, like orcs should have won. Like orcs, they always have them like be super stupid, but whenever they're like in a group like that, they're actually
Hello there.
really smart.
Look, he came out of a hovercraft, like a literal hovercraft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm sure like
Oh shit!
dude,
Oh my
this is what I'm saying. The orcs would win, dude. There's no reason these
Oh my god!
there's no reason these 3 space marines like should show up and, like,
Fellas, chip in. God.
that's what I'm saying. Orcs are like said because they were built for war.
What is your command?
That is their whole thing.
Decide what course.
Like, and the more they fight, the more they understand tactics. Like, take like the biggest orc right now, Gazgul Thraka. That dude actually uses tactics and stuff. And sure, like there's some orcs that will just charge forward, but usually they are just chaff and die, and then the rest that are like, you know, more tamed or have like more experience are like, okay, let's hang back, group up, get our vehicles going and stuff, and we'll just rip through anyone. And so then they have to write in like plot stuff of like, here comes Space Marine Chads, that just can insta-kill armies by themselves. And then here's this baddie. Dear God.
Is Ron?
God, I don't even know if it was like recorded, but I was telling Ron he's pretty much the cave elf.
Really? How do you react?
He was just like, really, dude? Let's be honest, Ron is too handsome to like be in this cave with a bunch of like gremlins and stuff to not be the cave elf.
I mean, at that point, it's more just like Goblin Slayer.
Bruh.
What do you
Have
know
you
of
seen the new season just dropped for that?
No, I
actually?
thought it was. I thought they just did a release date for it.
I think it's out, is what I saw. But I could be wrong. I could have seen just where you're saying it's going to come out.
I hope it's out.
Yeah, like I think episode 1 just dropped here like yesterday or today, whenever this video comes out, or at least around it. Like, so I'm pretty hyped about that. I'm definitely excited to see goblins getting absolutely ruined. As much as I love, you know, my orcs, goblins, and stuff, I do enjoy just cleaving through them. But I think it's also because, you know, I'd want to be like an orc war boss and just like just get bored and smash my own orc. I just like be like, you know what, I'm bored. Squish. Or be a Necron or an Eldar or a Tau.
So speaking of Gascore earlier,
Yeah?
how do you feel about Yarick's death off screen?
Dude, they need to have Gazcool become like a main character for like a setting of him like going up against Angron and being like, yo, you killed my homie. That was like my best friend. I loved fighting him. How dare you kill him? And just like snap his back. Like he's like Gazgul's Bane and Angron is Batman. And just like literally pick him up and snap his spine over his knee.
Really?
I think something like that would be so cool to like give him some more flavor than just I'm super strong orc man. You know? Like give
Yeah.
him like a big Primarch villain where like, because like all the other big characters have like, you know, their equivalent. Like give him some love too, you know, not just everyone else. And like literally have, and it's perfect. Orcs fighting, you know, crazy berserker demon worshippers dudes. Like, God, watching them blow up. But yeah, I just think that'd be so cool. Just like the orcs squaring up with like Khorne, because I think that's just perfect, you know.
What I hate is that, like, I feel like so far there's been more written about the orcs fighting the Tau to make their suits into like stompers and stuff, like the Storm Surge.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's been more written about that than like the Yarick's war on Armageddon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, at first you had Yarick whenever he was first becoming like, you know, this great leader, and then after that, he got some just regular Space Marine dude, not even like a Primarch, which Gaz, you know, should probably be on par with a Primarch since, you know, he is the strongest orc and not just some literal Space Marine dude, just some average Joe. Like, Primarchs are essentially like demigods. And Gazgul is supposed to be stronger than that, and
What?
shame.
I still had ammo.
I mean, Maybe you should just held on to it.
I wanted to.
Goober.
I didn't make it go away. They took it from me. They took it from me.
Give him back. Give him back. They can do cry about it.
I want the fucking sniper.
I think you're about to get it right here. Yeah, it's in here. It's in this church. You just gotta go in there and kill these little gobbo boys. See? Bop, 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 bop.
You my stalker rat. Yeah, baby. Shit, oh my god, I love this.
Very nice.
I'm gonna be horrible in these boss fights. Like, actually trash.
Nah, just kill them. That's all you gotta do. Just don't take damage and kill them.
True, good idea.
Easy. Easy work. Lightweight.
You're a fucking idiot.
Fucking missed.
But like whenever you hit him, he just turned to like paste. Bop. Oh, what is he doing?
Dead.
He's like a Scottish dude showing you his ass.
Dead. Oh. Oh.
You know what we should do on here?
Damn.
We should play that really old Tau shooter game.
Firecast Warrior.
Yeah, I think it's like really bad, but I think it'd still be really cool to play.
I think I'd be down. I've never even like seen gameplay of it.
I think like God, like years ago, you know, whenever I was starting Warhammer, like back in, whenever I was in middle school, when I was a wee lad, you know, little baby man, got little baby hands, baby toes. I think I like watched gameplay on it, and I remember it was old looking.
Dude.
You just, again, orcs are just better.
There. Frick, man.
Orcs are better, dude. Yeah, I don't know how good that game's gonna be, but I guess we could just run in like goobers and, you know, die repeatedly, and I think that'd be some pretty tasteful content, you know.
I don't know about dying. We'd probably fucking.
I mean, we're kind of power gamers, you know.
I am kind of a what's the word? A min-maxer.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, I'm crazy at it. TBH, I go through that.
Lucas type beat,
Maybe not that much.
or heck, even Ron is kind of a min-maxer.
Yeah, I can see that. That white deck came out pretty hard whenever he made it.
For Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about for Warhammer with his like
The schemes?
Seraphon.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like just him and Lucas are just both like
They're crazy. I don't know what to do about the Lucas's army.
I think
Water elves.
my zombies, oops, excuse me, that I'm getting built should be kind of decent because you know they can just constantly come back. And then even maybe my like ogres might be able to do some work.
I hope so.
But I mean, honestly, I'm playing the ogres just to like have fun. I might actually, with some of the new orc models, I might have to look into that because my green boys, I can't help it. God, I wish that was me.
Okay. Is he on fire? Does he? Oh, he had dynamite.
Honestly, that's how I feel sometimes.
Me coming into night shift.
God, don't even start. I don't even talk about any of that. That's not allowed here, okay?
Come on and work with me, little boy. I'll pay you a fair wage.
When are we gonna bring back child labor?
Hopefully soon.
Like, honestly, like,
Come on, man.
I could hire, like, kids to start, like, working on dangerous equipment for, like, a penny. And they do it, too. They don't know any better.
That's how you put some hair on their backs. That's how they grow up.
I mean, you could probably spot them some.
Me?
Yeah, some of that. Actually, can I get, like, some of your hair on your back to put on my head?
You can have as much as you want.
Like, honestly, I could take all of it. And I
Well,
finally won't look like, you know, some goblin or whatever.
Well, just shave me into a map, and then we'll put it together and just take it to the nearest place, and we won't even tell them it's actual back hair.
I'll just be like, hey, here you go. Here's a baggie. Shake it around a little bit.
He's only got 3 more months.
All right. I think since we've made it to this good part, we'll call it for this one, and then pick back up with Jebby using his jetpack.
The most insane combat section you guys are gonna see. It's gonna go nutty. I'm gonna blow through there. I'm gonna have that jump pack for like 2 minutes before they take it from me.
Yeah, dude, you are actually blowing through this really quickly. But yeah. We'll catch y'all in the next episode. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Drink by the paint, drove by the pine. Headed to the club in the boss top down.